Okay, here we go. I can show them how to do it when I'm in the zone. Before we start, let me puff that indigo. If I thrust, guaranteed you gon' feel it though. My intro for this real shit. When I walk the bridge and we built it. Two hoes got the boy on kill clip. My team good.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and holy shitballs, did we just get a Royal Rumble? Was that a Rumble or was that a Rumble? Top to bottom, I'm pretty happy with the entire show. We're going to get into a lot of this because execution is my watchword. It's what I say over and over. It's how things are done. It's more important than how things are booked. And I think we got a very good example of that tonight. We saw it many different instances throughout the evening. AJ Styles coming in at number 3, getting one of the biggest pop of the night. Not one of the biggest, the biggest pops of the night. Yet when he was eliminated, he was done so in a fashion that did not piss anybody off. It was smart, it was well done, and that's exactly what they didn't do last year with Daniel Bryan. You see, this was the important thing about booking the match properly, and it's one of the most memorable Rumbles that we're going to be talking about for a long time. We saw elements of 1999, which I really thought we were going to see, with Roman Reigns getting eliminated. He did. He was out for a very long time. I'm not thrilled with the comeback. I'm not thrilled with Triple H winning. We'll talk about that. Just exactly how much does Triple H winning take away from things? I don't think it takes away that much, even though I don't want to see Reigns and Triple H at WrestleMania. But based off of tonight, I do think that there's a reason to hope for optimism here, because there were some really nice creative decisions tonight. And the fact that Triple H did not get booed out of the building for winning the title, let alone getting one of the biggest pops himself when he came out at 30, which was not a surprise. I don't think it was a shock to anybody. I feel most people knew this was coming. He was the prohibitive odds-on favorite through all the betting sites. I've got to say, though, from top to bottom, not just the Rumble, not just the match, I thought this was a great pay-per-view. And we're going to get into everything top to bottom here in a second. I'm going to go through the copious amounts of notes, then we're going to take your calls. I'm going to run through the copious amounts of notes because I want to get your calls. I want to get your reactions. So as soon as I'm done, as soon as I get through this, 702-751-2902, or use the Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA. Man, predictions were iffy, but I knew it was going to be that way tonight. I knew I was not going to hit all my predictions. The championship stuff, very surprising right off the bat. Dean Ambrose, let's start there. Dean Ambrose retaining his Intercontinental Championship. I did not really see that coming. I thought it was very, very smart of them to do that, mainly because I don't think Kevin Owens needs an Intercontinental Championship. It's just not, he's not one of those guys who needs it. He needs something to fight for, something to have in front of him to target, not necessarily carry the belt. And I love the way that they set up two potential storylines with him going forward. AJ Styles, obvious one. Him and Kevin Owens, that's a big thing right there. Kevin Owens, AJ Styles went after each other, and then Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, one of the bigger surprises. I had a feeling he was going to show up. I didn't think that they were going to go right to the Kevin Owens thing, but I got to say, I've said a few times, I didn't like the idea of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. I'm changing my mind on that. I'm changing my mind because I think it's a really good move. So I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with a lot of this. There are some things that I'm not happy with, and we're going to get to it. But like I said, we started with Dean Ambrose getting the win. Thought it was well done. The match was awesome. Let's just start there. The match was awesome. Last man standing, really, really good. It's a high spot match. We knew it was going to be a high spot match. It's supposed to end a feud, end a rivalry, and I think potentially it did that. It did a really good job of having a definitive ending, really nicely well done match, paced well. I thought they came out hammering, firing. I really did like it. It was a good match, a really good match. Before we continue on, quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Pittsburgh Boy, Ed Rage Hardy, Ace Dace, Carl Gibney, Black Lagoon, Terry the Snow Queen, AJ Tucker, Pittsburgh Boy, who's very upset tonight, Max Gaming, David S., I like your name, David, The One With Reason, Isaac A., Kyle Invoker. We got so many new people in here. Black Mamba, Logan Anderson. We got a whole bunch of cool new people in here, and this is a... I almost died. Did you see that? I almost died on air. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that death almost occurred on this show. Not good. All right, but back to it. I'm going to try and breathe here. I love the Intercontinental title match. I thought it was a good way to start the show. Really, really smart. Really smart. I love the I hate you moment. A lot of these things that I have in the notes, I'm not going to hammer on here. I'm going to hammer on in the calls with you guys because I want to get to your calls. The I hate you moment was awesome. Awesome. So Dean Ambrose getting himself that victory, retaining the title, and having a really big night when you think about it, because for a second, didn't you think that maybe Dean was going to eliminate Triple H? I mean, it was a fleeting second, but a second nonetheless. Next up, tag team titles. We get Francesca #2. Francesca 2 is alive. Xavier Woods was killing it with the Mortal Kombat references throughout the entire match. Absolutely loved it. Something else I loved, the Usos. I do not give the Usos a lot of credit. They worked heel slightly tonight. Tommy C saw this coming weeks ago. I thought he was crazy. He's not. You're not crazy, Tommy C. You're not crazy. The Usos worked heel tonight, but it was it's kind of like a reverse heel situation, because it seemed like they were working heel to try to get the heel crowd, because we had a decisively heel crowd tonight. It seemed like they were working that way to get the crowd behind them. Didn't really work, but the Usos did have a really good match. Brilliant ending in a time where we don't see good creative endings. That was a good creative ending, and I enjoyed that. I really did. I really, really did. Big E is so goddamn strong. It's disgusting. Jesus, catching that Uso's got to be 215 pounds easily, if not more. Catching him off the top rope like that was incredible. Great moment. Big E is strong as hell. Next up, here's my dislike of the night, man. U.S. title match. Sloppy ass match. Oh, by the way, the New Day do retain their tag team titles. Good job. The U.S. title. Horrible match. It's the exact same match we've seen for the last 5 weeks. They tried to add an extra spot to the match where Kalisto was going to do something where he was jumping off of Del Rio's back. Didn't work. It was sloppy. It reverted back to the fact that these two have no chemistry. Zero. No chemistry between these guys. None. They cannot wrestle together. Hopefully, please, booking gods of wrestling, take these people apart. Take these people, separate them. They don't need to wrestle each other ever again. Keep them away. Let's go separate ways. As Journey once said, separate ways. Get them the fuck out. Please. Holy God. But still, I like the outcome. I like Kalisto getting the title. Del Rio does not need to be champion. He needs to be in the League of Nations that are going to feud with, hopefully, the social outcasts. League of douchebags are going to get buried by the social outcasts, and that's what I'm hoping for. So, but sloppy match. Glad Kalisto won, but I hated the match once again. Just really, really disappointing. Divas match. Okay. I like Becky's attitude. Ric Flair sexually assaults Becky in the middle of the match, and now Becky's mouth smells like denture cream. Thank you, Ric Flair. Thank you for infecting Becky's mouth with your denture cream. I love Ric Flair. Everybody knows that. But I really thought that this was going to be the moment where they take the belt off of Charlotte and, once again, almost died. Separated the Flairs, yet they didn't. They didn't separate the Flairs, and I thought that was an interesting thing. I didn't like it until the end. I hated the ending. I didn't really like the match because it was more of the same, and but then Sasha coming out saved it. The tease of the Mean Girls, I love that, and then Sasha hitting bank statement on Charlotte. We got ourselves a main event at WrestleMania, folks, and possibly throwing Bayley into this main event would be humongous. Yes, it would be a huge deal because, look, you're adding Sasha now, and by doing that, I think you're making a really smart move by adding Sasha here now, because now they can have a match at Fastlane, introduce those two in a wrestling format, and then you have Bayley enter in later on for WrestleMania, and you got yourselves one hell of a WrestleMania Divas championship match at WrestleMania. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case, because that's the only thing that saved that segment was Sasha coming out, because I really did not like the ending. Joining me now, my good friend, my partner, Tommy C from Shopping the Point, my good buddy who is watching the show live, which he usually doesn't do, but he watched the entire show tonight. Tommy C's here. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed. I thought it was a decent Rumble. Would rather not seen Triple H go over, but I
like
think
the
tonight
way they did it. It's
they had to do it that way, I suppose. But what I keep thinking is this. It wasn't Reigns, so it was good.
Yes.
And I think that's what they had to do. The only thing is teasing Ambrose. I almost wish he would have put over Britt. I like them teasing it, but if Ambrose would have won it brought me out of my seat.
Yeah.
And Triple H run, and it was better than Reigns, and it didn't bring me out of my seat. So how good a move was it?
It was predictable.
And we had it.
That's the thing. It was safe. It was predictable. I mean, look, for what it's worth, Triple H was the odds-on prohibitive favorite to win this thing through all the booking sites. In fact, right before the show, he went a huge favorite, like one of the biggest in like main event histories. I mean, huge favorite. So something leaked, and they knew it was coming. And that's completely fine. For me, it's always about the execution of it. And I think this could have been bad, but they did it in a good way. I was not expecting the reaction to him, though. He got the second biggest pop of the night, right behind AJ Styles.
No, absolutely, and it was a good reaction just because they booked the last three or the last two Royal Rumbles so poorly. They could not afford. I mean, it was really shocking to watch Reigns come out with that many boos, and I was like, I cannot.
It was not shocking at all. Shit.
In the beginning like that, I mean, he had not gotten a response like that in a long time.
The last few weeks, he's been getting booed.
I mean, that hiss.
Heel crowd,
man.
Heel crowd, which I was not expecting that heavy of a heel crowd.
And that's another thing. It was Orlando. We're talking down south. I was expecting at least a smattering of cheers or a John Cena mix.
You know what, though? Orlando's where TNA is. Orlando is where NXT is. So I think there's a bigger hardcore wrestling crowd, a smart crowd there than I really thought there was going to be. And they took it over, and good for them. Good for fucking them.
No. Well, I don't have a problem with them booing Reigns. I mean,
it was the right move.
It just simply isn't working. And I mean, you convinced me a couple of weeks ago to give the guy a chance. Yeah. And basically for all the same reasons.
That was 2 months ago when I convinced you, and then
that's true. I just thought, I mean, I didn't really mind when they made the Royal Rumble for the championship. I thought it made it interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't mind a situation where maybe even Reigns would lose this and go over another place. But it just, as the weeks went on in Raw, you can see clearly it simply is not going to work. This guy,
as you've said a few times, you've made this point, and it's going to make our next guest, lose his mind. The guy's just not that fucking talented.
No.
And that's the reality of it. Roman Reigns is not the guy. Now, here's the thing. Even after tonight, I don't think WWE is convinced of it, and I do believe he will be winning the title back at WrestleMania, which is going to make me sick to my ass. But we'll see what happens, because we do got a couple of months, so who knows. Joining us now, Pittsburgh boy, who is having a very bad evening. But I warned you, Pittsburgh. I let you know this was coming. You refused to see it, and now you got it stuck up your ass. How you feeling tonight?
No. I actually wanted Reigns to lose just for the sake of his future, first off.
You wanted him to lose?
Yes, for the sake of his future in the company, yes. For the sake of his reputation,
that's one way to look at it. You might be right there.
No, I know, and that's what I've said, how they were going to have to protect him in this match, which they did. They got him out of there, 1999 all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And
can I ask Pittsburgh boy something, though?
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that you need the greatest heel of all time to get this guy over. Just the fact that he has to be protected. Just the fact that more than likely, and I didn't see it at the time, Chris Jericho had to pull an audible last Monday. Maybe this guy is look, your favorite wrestler is your favorite wrestler, but maybe he's simply just not that good, like Dave's saying.
Yeah. But Pittsburgh, I understand. If there's one guy who understands you, it's me. And you know why I understand you? It's because I got a hold of your diary. I know.
Jesus fuck.
I know how you feel. And what do we do here when I discover a fantasy? What happens on Dead on Dave Productions, Pittsburgh boy?
We make fantasies a reality.
That's right. We make fantasies a goddamn reality. And here it is in beautiful rendering. I was able to make this happen because I knew his fantasy. I saw it in his diary. I saw the Pittsburgh boy Reigns. Yes, he uses Pittsburgh boy. That's right. Reigns as the maiden name, his new maiden name, his new married name. It was very sweet. And I made this happen because this is what he wanted, and this is where fantasies come alive. So, Pittsburgh boy, I know you didn't get what you want. I know that he's not the champion. But you know what? He's your champion. And that's all that really matters. Thanks a lot, Pittsburgh.
Jesus.
Yeah. I fucking love this guy. Pittsburgh
Apparently
boy's like
Reigns
the
does,
gift
too.
that never stops giving.
He didn't, but he's kind of accepting it though.
A
I
little
mean,
bit.
and he is right. I mean, the only way to save this guy is to get him as far away from the title is put him back in the mid card and let him burn his way up. He needs a new gimmick. He's probably better off a
I
heel.
don't see him doing that, unfortunately.
No,
H-
I don't see them doing it either. But it's the
what
right
needs
thing
to
to
happen,
do.
though.
If they have to do all this to protect him, if they have to do what they have to do to get him over, and it doesn't even last that long, it doesn't last more than 40 days. There's a problem here.
It's a
It's
problem.
it's not like we're fucking with Pittsburgh boy just because we put the I don't know
It's fantasy.
lubricant.
It's his fantasy.
But it's just a fact. It's a fact. It's an undeniable fact.
See, here's the thing. They need to stop the coming out of the crowd. He needs new music. He needs new everything.
He needs new gimmick.
Just everything. His look and body is completely fine. Other than that, everything else needs a change. And it's not much, just everything.
And that says itself that there's something going on here.
I think Pittsburgh
I mean,
boy
his
has one more
wrestling
thing to say.
style,
I'm
it's just-
gonna let Pittsburgh have one more thing to say.
I mean, are we really did this guy get a push just simply because he has blue eyes? I really wonder that sometimes.
He's exotic. Pittsburgh boy, you're back for your final thoughts.
Well,
Are you
well,
okay?
There's a couple things I wanted to say. I mean,
Okay.
like the pay-per-view overall was fine by me. It was good, but the one thing I did not like was the Rumble match. Not because Reigns lost, because I actually wanted Reigns to
This
lose.
is the best Rumble match
I
we've
did
had in
not
about
like the-
5 years. It's the best Rumble match we've
I
had in
just
about
didn't like
5
the
years.
layout of it. I just didn't like the layout of it. I mean, sure, the Wyatt and the Lesnar showdown was
They
neat
didn't
and all,
do. They
and,
basically didn't do anything that it looked like they were going to do. I thought the Wyatts were going to dominate. They didn't do that. They changed it up. I thought that was really smart. AJ Styles coming out early fucking turned out to be a brilliant goddamn move. They loaded it early. They had a lot of really good wrestlers in there. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens spot. No, I disagree with you. I think this Rumble was really, really well booked. Coming off of the worst booked match in history last year at last year's Rumble, this was a well booked match. Tommy, what'd you think of the match itself?
The Rumble match, I think it was really well booked. I just I'd rather have seen somebody else than Triple H, but then
Sure.
I'm just
I'm with you there.
sort of accepting. I really don't have too many problems with it whatsoever. I like the fact that I thought the AJ Styles elimination was perfect. It sets up a potentially epic match, but I swear to God, I don't want to see a triple threat with Sami Zayn. I don't
As much
as I'd like to see
and I
it.
hope they don't,
Yeah.
because those are two separate matches they can do that can be really special.
Yeah, and so I mean, from perspective, but I mean, it just said it all to me when Triple H won. First of all, he's coming in as a heel, sort of, and it's only because he's not a heel. What makes him not a heel, and he's a part of the authority, is the fact that Reigns is just so not liked.
Yeah.
So it was summed up for the night. It was a really good night, but at the end, I heard 14-time champion, and I just don't ever need to hear those
While
words.
it kind of makes me angry that he is the champion again, I do like the way they did. I thought he looked good. He showed his age. Can't lie about that.
No, the match was booked all right. I don't even have a problem with that. It's just 14-time champion, you know? Like
That doesn't. I love Triple H, so it doesn't bug me. I'm a big Triple H guy. I always have been. So that doesn't bug me. From like a fan standpoint, I'm actually really happy. I got his fucking signature right behind me, for Christ's sake.
That's never been a big Triple
love
H
this guy.
Look, he's Hall of Fame. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. There's no doubt about it. But it's just, we're slapping the damn thing on because, look, Triple H is getting the belt because the WWE made a bunch of bad decisions with Roman Reigns at the end of the day.
I'm going to ask you both a
that's
question.
something to be proud of. So basically, tonight was a save. It wasn't a good move.
I'm going to ask you both a question. I'm going to get Pittsburgh out of here.
Okay.
Two questions, actually. First, biggest winner
I
of the
got
night.
2 questions too.
Biggest winner of the night, Tommy?
Biggest winner of the night. I'd say Ambrose, simply because it was a shocking to see him hand on to his title.
Yeah, not only coming out with the Intercontinental title, but having a great Rumble event. I agree
definitely.
with that,
I would say Ambrose overall. Yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Ambrose.
You fucking copycat. Biggest loser of the night?
Biggest loser of the night.
I'll give you mine.
Charlotte.
Really?
Charlotte, I just, I don't know. It's something. It really wasn't as well a match as maybe I would have hoped.
Yeah, it was a bad match, but I thought
it was. I mean, they cleaned. It was almost like the Royal Rumble. It got cleaned up at the end.
It did.
You know, Sasha Banks. That makes it interesting. We have a triple threat. That's not necessarily a bad scenario for WrestleMania for them. Yeah. But it was just like it's almost like Sasha had to come in and clean up a half-assed job.
Pittsburgh.
I'll have to say the Usos.
Really? Now, I'm going with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, all the momentum in the world, it got completely crushed. They didn't have.
That's what I kind of want to ask you about.
What's that?
I kind of want to ask you about that.
Well, I was talking about it until you interrupted me, so you're getting thrown off the top rope, fucko.
I would have liked to see. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded Wyatt eliminating Triple H. That wouldn't have bothered me.
No, I thought that Wyatt was going to win the damn thing.
It was his elimination was like good in the sense that it was a little shocking, and that was about it. Was it a good move? You know, like everybody's in agreement, at least I guess with us, in the whole Shot from the Point team, that the Styles elimination was correct.
Yeah.
But while it was only good because it was such a shock, to go as when he did.
It's interesting.
And it does kill his momentum. But they're notorious with killing Bray's momentum, and the other guy they're notorious with killing is Ambrose. So
yeah, but Ambrose came out like a rose tonight. Wyatt, I'm a little shocked at how they did it with Wyatt. I felt it could have been a little more effective. I think Brock eliminating Bray would have been. I hated the Brock elimination, by the way, and I'm going to talk about that in a second.
They have to. There's no way to do that without keeping. They have to keep him strong.
But here's the reason why I didn't like it. Here's the reason though. Bray didn't touch him. 3 guys who were no longer in the Rumble eliminated him. That's why I hated it, because he wasn't eliminated.
It makes Bray look like a coward too.
It does.
And it further killing his momentum. No, it's a good point.
Yeah,
no,
I didn't like that. Are you gonna hang out with me for a while?
If you want, sure.
You're here.
If you want, no, I'll just back up. You take calls, I'll shut up.
Let's take some more calls. Here we go. We're taking your calls now. We're getting into it. 718. You're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
What is up? I called yesterday and I said I thought Undertaker was going to come in, but sadly I was incorrect.
All the experts were saying the Undertaker was backstage, but he didn't show up.
This is what I think. This is why I think WWE is kind of retarded. If you wanted to book him for his last WrestleMania, which I think it is going to be, have him win the title and then have him go to WrestleMania and then have him retain it and just put the belt on the ring, just leave. So that'll set you up for the next pay-per-view, which makes the most sense for me.
I don't know. I don't know. Anything with putting the belt on Reigns, I'm not happy with that.
No, not Reigns, just like leaving it on the ring and just walking out.
Oh, I see.
And then
it'd be different, that's for sure.
It would be different.
Anything that happens different in the WWE, I'm willing to applaud, including a botch. When I don't expect it.
I'll give it a chance most of the time if they go outside of the box, and I feel they've done that a couple of times. I felt they took a chance with making the Rumble the way they did. I felt that was a risk, and overall, it paid off.
Yeah. Another problem I had with the Rumble, they're having Dolph Ziggler come in at 25. They're having bad Jack Swagger coming in at 24 and having them last so long. I think
there's a moratorium now on getting upset about Dolph Ziggler. I don't think there's no point in getting upset over Dolph Ziggler anymore. Or
he's not going over ever.
They're
How
done.
about that?
They're over. They're finito.
They're done. They're over with him.
They should be happy that they got in the Rumble. Fuck.
Yeah, I thought Jocko hung in there, Lyle. I don't know what WWE is going to do with him.
With who?
Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah, Chris Jericho.
Jericho did his
He's going
job
to be around
tonight.
through WrestleMania. I'm a little bit surprised. He's going to be here for a while, so they have options. I think that we got a little bit of a tease. Jericho and Ambrose for the Intercontinental title. I see at least at Fastlane, possibly even at Mania, which I don't like, but it could happen.
That's the problem with having Jericho. He had a great night tonight. I don't think anybody could ever say he didn't have a great night. I mean, he got a long run. That must have been nice. I mean, he certainly couldn't win.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not reasonable.
Good performance.
But it's just like whenever you start talking about Jericho matchups, like who cares?
Yeah.
Jericho versus Lesnar, don't want to see it. Jericho versus Ambrose, don't want to see it.
They got
name
one
the
match
guy
they
you
could do though.
Who do you want to see him with?
Jericho Woods. Jericho Xavier Woods for Francesca's honor.
And it's not. And you know what? That's a low to mid card
It
match.
is.
I mean, that's not a big one.
But it could be a big
you're right.
move for Woods. That could be a big win for Woods at WrestleMania.
That's true, and that means Jericho's got to put him over. You're absolutely
Jericho
correct.
puts everyone over. Jericho invented putting people over.
Yeah.
718. What's your
also
rating for
heard-
tonight, buddy?
Me?
Yeah.
65. I wasn't a big fan of it. The best match, I think, was the Intercontinental match. That was a good match to watch.
I liked it too, yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the Rumble, actually. I just didn't like the way it was set up. I thought
But
it was
6'5" isn't bad. 6'5", that's fair, I think. I think it's fair. I'm in a range right now. I'm between 6.5 and 8.5. I think I'm on the higher scale of that though.
It was just good. It was a good show.
It was
I
solid,
don't think it was
yeah,
epic.
yeah.
It wasn't even all that memorable. It was just good,
Hey,
Yeah,
I
they
appreciate
said
the call,
that,
718. I'm going to try to get some more callers in here, buddy. I appreciate the call, though.
Peace.
Take it easy. That's right. We got all kinds of callers. We got so many callers coming in. But make sure that you guys who are sitting in the chat right now to go ahead, like and subscribe, man. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you like what the fat man does. Also, I got a buddy right here who also does wrestling, and he does hockey. He happens to do hockey better than anybody else on the YouTubes. So go check him out, Tommy C over at Shot from the Point. Give him a listen and give him a sub, because Dave said so. Let's take another caller. 818, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got? And he's dead. All right.
Oh, well.
AJ Tucker. AJ Tucker, you're live with... No, you're not live either. What the fuck is going on, you people? Answer the phone. AJ Tucker, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Sup, Dave. Sup, Tommy.
What's up?
This was a great show. I liked it.
I'm pretty happy with it.
This was probably one of the best Rumble shows they've had in a long time, especially considering last year's Rumble, the horribleness
I'm
of that show.
wondering if it feels really good because the last two were so bad. Because I'm kind of with Tommy here that it was a good show. It was a solid show, but it wasn't spectacular. There was a couple moments that we are going to talk about tomorrow, I'm sure, with the AJ Styles and stuff. But is there anything that really made you go, oh, we've had some amazing Rumble moments, and I don't know if we got that. I think it's what it was lacking.
Well, of course, AJ Styles coming out was great, and Triple H having an awesome pop and doing the DX stuff was good. But just the show overall, like the opener was awesome. You had some bad parts, like the U.S. title match, like you said, that was sloppy.
That was terrible.
Botches all over the place. But, like, Sasha coming out was great. And,
which saved that match, because that match wasn't very good either.
No, I think they had better matches on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. Well, the problem with Becky and Charlotte is they really haven't had a fantastic match. They've had okay matches in WWE, but they haven't had fantastic matches.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the problem. But Sasha and Charlotte, we know what they could do together. That
definitely
could be special. So.
And plus, like, I didn't see her coming because I heard rumors about like her being injured and stuff. So
yeah, maybe she's not.
It was a shocker, and so this show was great. I don't know. I gave the show a 7 out of 10.
It's one of those shows
show.
where I think you're going to go back and forth on. You're going to be like, it's great, and then, well, is it? I don't know. It wasn't bad. I think we can eliminate bad, poor, average. I think we can eliminate all those words. Good, great, really nice, strong. I think those are the words we're looking at.
Yeah, it was a fine show. I was a fan of it. It's a great way to start Road to WrestleMania, and like I said, it was good compared to last year's
more
pay-per-view.
options. We got options. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like Bray versus Brock and possibly Owens versus Styles or possibly Owens versus Zayn, whichever they want to do. Either one of those matches will be great.
They can go either way.
So,
Kalisto, I think, is a wild card here. What are they? For some reason, and this is just me, and I think it's outside of the realm of possibility, but I kind of feel like they might go with like a Kalisto Neville match for the U.S. title.
I'd watch that.
That'd be interesting.
I'd watch that.
A match we've seen before.
But they got to build it. They got to be able to sell that match, and that's the problem. WrestleMania, they got to be able to sell that match. So
there's not really that many people. Oh, sorry, go Tommy.
No. It's your dime, your dance floor. I interrupted. Go right ahead, but finish.
I was just gonna say because there's not really that many other people you can go with for Kalisto to face, like at the top of my head. But yeah, that'd be a match I'd watch.
I think you can go Kalisto, Neville. You can go Kalisto. You could go Kalisto, fucking AJ Styles.
As long as it's not Del Rio.
I'm a little surprised. As much as I like the fact that Zayn's there, I'm a little surprised that he showed up. Long-term booking right now, at least for NXT, according to the spoilers of the tapings, Sami Zayn's right in the hunt here. He's going to be very, very heavily featured on NXT. So I'm a little bit surprised that not only did he come into the Rumble, but have a prominent moment with Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see any NXT stars coming in, but it was a shock. Good moment with him and Owens brawling. So yeah, I enjoyed that.
What's your rating for tonight, AJ?
I gave it a 7 out of 10. The pay-per-view.
Right. Good rating, good call. I appreciate you, buddy.
See you.
Now, Tommy, what were you trying to say in there? I know you got stepped on.
It just keeps running through my mind, just what you said before, and what I've been really thinking all night is, was this a good Rumble, or were we just starved for a good Rumble?
Yeah,
Either
of those could be possible at this point.
Yeah, and
because we warrant another watch, I think.
I guess that's some of the brilliance of this pay-per-view. I mean, they teased screwing us for a third year in a row quite well. I didn't think it was like, I don't think it was like, now in hindsight it looks stupid, but it really wasn't unreasonable for Reigns to go 1-29. It just wasn't. I mean, they have been so weird with this guy for 2 years now. And I was reminded when they flashed back 2 years ago, of course, he was the elimination for Batista, which, caused a big firestorm as well. And that's almost when most of us would have liked him to get the shot. Boy, what a difference 2 years makes. Last year, he was booed out of the building, even though his cousin's there. And this year, he was booed as soon as he stepped out as champion. I mean, that doesn't tell it.
The reasons are why it's funny. Because it was 2 years ago when he got labeled as WWE's next guy. And when you get
they eliminated him.
And when you get, I know.
They eliminated him.
Yeah, they eliminated him at that point. But that's when he had that huge run in that Rumble, that's when people were like, oh, he's going to be their next guy. Fuck him. And that's what they did. They said, fuck him. And that's why he got booed out of the goddamn building last year. Him and The Rock. Holy fuck. Who just saw that coming?
I'd almost liked him. You know what? I didn't want the tease, I suppose. I didn't like that tease. I love teases, right? And I like unpredictable teases because I didn't expect him to tease Ambrose. So that's what was kind of cool about that.
That was smart.
But I would have, if he would have won that, my head would have exploded.
It would have been exploding.
Would have been. I mean, that's good booking. In gambling, that's really
too,
gambling. Though. It's risky. Yeah, I get it. It's risky because then he's got both titles. But I mean, like that's like a legendary moment.
It could have been. It could have been.
And it would have made up for all the times I think they screwed Ambrose. So he couldn't get a goddamn win off of Bray 2 years ago or whatever the hell it was. It would have made up for everything. It would have just been really good. But, I mean, you're left with the question, and this is a legit question by the company, can he headline WrestleMania? Is he ready? I don't know. He's definitely, but I tell you this, they just slapped the belt in this dope the last couple months. He definitely could have held it a lot better than Roman Reigns.
And we don't know. I mean, historically, you got to remember, they've got to come up with a new number one contender for at Fastlane for the WrestleMania situation. Unless it's just going to be de facto Reigns, Triple H. But that means we don't see them fight for 2 months, and I don't see that happening. Yeah. Ambrose being the last man in there besides Triple H, he could be in this. There could be something else going on here, which I'm a little bit excited about.
I feel like they're going to
Tony Barrasso, man. You've been nice and patient until you interrupted me right there, but it's okay because I love you because you have the smoky man voice. But he's here. You're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy. See what you got, Tony.
Great to see you guys tonight. I thought this pay-per-view was really good. Rumble was probably obviously the match of the night. I feel like where are they going to go with AJ Styles from here? Like, it was awesome seeing him, but when he got eliminated, I'm thinking, where does he go from here? 'Cause he
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be
Here's
awesome.
the thing. And if it's not KO, the other answer is anywhere he fucking wants, because
It was so long. Yeah.
he got over instantly. And here's the thing. Because we live in an era of social media, everybody's going to be talking about that. So anybody who didn't know who AJ Styles is, guess what? They fucking do now.
Yep. And a lot of people already knew him anyway.
But I think to the casual wrestling fan, that was going to be the hard sell. That was because
it still worked. It still worked.
Oh, now it did. Because of the introduction that they did, where they did it, how they did it, the reaction, the elimination, all of it was well done. It was handled. You know what? It was handled phenomenally. That's how it was handled.
like literally. And I liked how Owens eliminated him. They built Owens a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
Owens had a nice night. Even in loss, even in defeat, he had a nice night.
Well, he always does.
That's true.
That's why he's great.
I thought he was the better wrestler in those two matches, in the Ambrose match as well.
Everybody's a better wrestler when they're in there with
Yeah,
Dean
it is
Ambrose.
just amazing, except Roman Reigns.
Except Roman Reigns.
Anyone except Roman.
Everybody except Roman. Right, you put that's when I knew it was garbage. It was that stupid thing they did 2 weeks ago when they had Roman up against. It was like a preview to the Royal Rumble. The first guy they put out was Kevin Owens, which shocked me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh wow, Roman's going to run over Kevin Owens. He doesn't, which is smart in a sense. But you just see how
that's great.
With a guy that can carry just about anybody, he can't even carry Roman.
No.
And I think that says more about Roman than it does Kevin Owens.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I mean,
I think. What about Daniel Bryan?
I mean, obviously he didn't show up. Obviously,
he's
there
done.
was no Daniel Bryan. Which, look, the rumor is that he got cleared by more doctors at UCLA or USC, one of the two, and that might not matter at all. The reality is, keeping him out of this match was the smartest thing they could have done.
Oh yeah.
Because unless he was going to win it, there was no positive outcome. It didn't matter because fans would have fucking lost their minds. So it was a smart move keeping him out of there.
Yeah, because he wasn't going to win anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have went nuts.
Because they don't stay slow and trust the neck. With the neck
it's
injury.
The concussion that's keeping him out now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's concussion worries. So, what's your rating for tonight, Tony?
8 out of 10, definitely. I feel like in the beginning of the Rumble, it really worked with AJ Styles coming out because it had me on the edge of my seat because you were wondering who can come out next, even though there wasn't that many surprises besides AJ Styles.
And you know what? I think this is one of those Rumbles where you kind of should have predicted there wasn't going to be a whole hell of a lot of legend surprises because this was for the title. This was for the title, so it didn't really make sense to have that type of a Rumble, and I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Yeah. AJ Styles though made sense.
It did. Oh, especially with the way he looked. Let's talk about how AJ looked for a second.
Oh,
he looked
great.
Explosive the way he was coming off the ropes. God damn, he's still in his prime. 38 years old, still in his fucking prime. They got him at the right time.
I want to see the Styles Clash so bad, and it never happened. Like, he teased it so
though.
much. Like, it was like Kevin Owens, teasing the package power driver.
Yeah. The AJ Styles has one of my favorite quotes recently. He did an interview, and someone talked about his age and stuff and said, AJ, a lot of people are saying you don't do the same things you used to do. He goes, oh, no, that's not true. I certainly do the things I used to do. I just don't have to do them as much anymore. That's what happens when you have experience. I'm like,
yeah,
that's right.
Like
100%
that.
right there. All right, Tony, I appreciate the call, buddy.
Yeah, thank you guys. Great seeing you guys. Good to see you, Tommy. Good to see you, Dave. The show's going great. I'm watching it. Going to continue watching until I go to bed.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, Tony. Sweet dreams, Tony. I don't know, that was weird. Sweet dreams. Oh, that was weird. I got weird at the end. 7:04. You're live with that on Dave. And Tommy C, what you got?
Okay. Hello?
7:04. What you
Hello?
got?
Hello?
Hello, 7:04. One more chance.
I want to talk about how great. Hey. I want to talk about how great Ziggler's tights were, man. They were great, and they were a tribute. To that guy that passed away. I don't know his name. It starts with L, but he's from Motorhead.
Oh, Lemmy, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
Lemmy.
Ziggler. And he came in with a lot of momentum and charisma. So pumped up when he got out. Yes, you know. But
Who has
what are you
charisma?
gonna do? You what now?
Who has charisma? Who are you talking about?
I cannot hear what you said. What are you saying? Jeez.
I don't know. What else you got for me, 704?
I can't hear what you're saying, man.
I can't really hear what you're saying either.
I'm here to show the world, man. I'm here to show the world.
Yeah. He was about to go into the cocksucking thing. He's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
better.
God. He was all mumbly fuck tonight, too.
Like, what's so hard about saying you're a cocksucker?
I don't know.
Rolls off my tongue.
I know, cocksucker.
What's up,
618.
What's up, Dave? What's up, man?
What's going on, buddy?
Well, first of all, let me say I'm happy today. My Carolina Panthers are in the Super Bowl, so that's one good thing for today.
Good for the Carolina
But-
Panthers. Still don't like them.
Thank you, my man. But let me talk about this Royal Rumble match. Okay, why in the hell would they debut AJ Styles this early?
Because
Why?
The pop.
Why?
The pop. That's why. Did you not hear the pop?
Oh yes, I heard
it-
it. I saw it. Yes, I did.
It was the best place to do it. I mean, it's practically a hometown to him. Everybody knows him. If they would have done it on Raw and he would have opened up, it's the safest way to do it too. Because if he comes out and he does a promo on Raw and nobody knows who the hell he is,
Exactly.
and says something stupid or trips on his words, now Styles is out the gate, and it's like, who the hell are you? This way he comes out, and it almost forces the regular WWE fan, like, oh my God, everybody's popping for this guy. I don't know who he is. I'm gonna pretend I know who he is.
Exactly.
You know.
Right. Okay.
So it really was the best thing to do. You know.
And another thing about the Rumble, the Ric Flair thing, most stupidest thing. You know, it was stupid. But Sasha coming out, it saved that. It saved that whole entire thing. It saved
The
it.
Sasha,
Because now we know.
the Sasha part was a saving grace. I hated the Ric Flair spot. I really thought this was a chance where they could have got rid of this whole Flair alliance. It doesn't need to be there anymore. Flair got denture cream in Becky's mouth while he sexually assaulted her. I don't know. It was very awkward for me. Poor Rick. Poor Becky. It had to taste like death and polygrip. It's not good.
All right, but see, the one thing I will say good about the Rumble match itself is that the WWE, they're going to make this that Fastlane, okay? Fastlane will be Roman Reigns against Dean Ambrose. I can see it now because Daniel Bryan did not come out. So picture this. Ambrose, Reigns, Fastlane, winner faces Triple H at WrestleMania. What do you think?
I hate that match. They can't work together. They're two guys who need a really superior worker in there. I think there's just too many other options to go with, and the problem with Reigns has got to see. That's the thing too. Reigns has got a guaranteed rematch, so he doesn't need to go through Ambrose to get a title shot. It just depends if they're going to do it at Fastlane or if they're going to do it at WrestleMania.
Right. And one more thing before you throw me the top rope.
Yes, sir.
What do you see happening with Wyatt, the Wyatt family, and Lesnar? What do you see happening with this?
They're going to fight.
That's it.
They're going to
Can't
fight.
be much to it.
I mean, it's simple
And
as
I
that.
must say,
There's gonna
and
be a
Tommy C
rumble.
probably. Before I go, Tommy C, this is my first time actually talking to you, man. I must say, you're sharp on the point, dude. It fucking rocks. I fuck with you and Dead on Dave, dude. Keep doing what y'all both doing, man. You guys are the two best motherfuckers on fucking YouTube. Period.
Wow.
Oh man, that's the nicest compliment I think I ever got.
That's pretty nice. That was emphatic.
Motherfucking great, Dave.
That is pretty fucking great,
Thank
wasn't
you,
it?
bro.
618,
Gotta
you're awesome.
put me
I'm not
on.
even gonna throw you to the top rope. I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna open the rope so you can gently walk out.
We're gonna play your entry music and let you walk up the ramp like a normal person.
That's amazing. Good job. Nicely done. See what happens when you polish the apple here on Dead on Dave Productions?
Yeah, I know.
You don't get thrown over the top rope like a mongrel.
Just do anything, be nice to us losers. We'll be nice back.
Exactly. Losers like to be treated nicely too.
Yeah. Pretend we want to pretend we're YouTube stars. Why don't you play along?
Exactly. Let us continue our illusion. Let's take another call. Scotty Davenport, you're live with Dead on Dave. And Tommy C, what you got? Turn on your microphone, Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't know how to use his microphone, so he
microphone.
gets thrown over the fucking top rope. All right. 815, turn on your microphone, hopefully, because Scotty couldn't do it. So what do you got, 815?
All right.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, my
Welcome
God.
to. If they don't answer, let me do it.
Go ahead, take this one, Tommy.
352, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, well, what a good Rumble tonight. I wasn't too disappointed. What about you?
You were disappointed. Why were you disappointed?
No, I wasn't disappointed. I
you weren't
enjoyed it.
disappointed.
I liked
I really suck at this, Dave.
AJ
Go ahead.
Styles
You take
coming
it.
out.
Yeah, good job, Tommy. I thought you hosted a show. Jesus,
All right, why don't
Tommy.
you talk to the host? Sorry.
You've hosted
Jeez,
shows
like I
before.
never
What's the
did
matter
this.
with you? Got to go back to host school.
Here's Dead on Dave.
Yes, yeah, I'm with you, 352. I liked it too, man. I thought it was a good show. They did a lot of good things. There was a few bad things, but here's why I'm starting to really even like the show more. Even the things that I didn't like, and they had to do with matches, like actual wrestling, which usually I'll hammer the fuck out of a show out of, I'm kind of letting it go. Because I was really entertained tonight. Those 3 hours flew by tonight. Flew by, and that's a great thing.
It did. I enjoyed. I liked seeing AJ Styles come there. I mean, I was always a big fan of his. I liked him in TNA and everything. I think he's a great talent. Triple H winning.
Yeah.
I've always liked Triple H on and off. I mean.
It's hard
I was
because
I was excited that they got the belt off Roman because Reigns, all the boos, and he just supposed to do it for me.
Yeah, that was the goal tonight. Get the belt off of Reigns, and they did that. What's your rating for tonight, bud?
7 out of 10. But I've been disappointed that Brock Lesnar didn't, get more time in the Rumble match. But I mean,
he looked good while he was in there.
Would go with Brock. I mean,
Brock doesn't get paid by the hour, so he gets paid by the suplex. I think we're going to see him tomorrow night.
David, what do you think of AJ Styles? You like him, or what do you think of him?
Who,
in
Brock?
WWE now? No, AJ Styles.
Oh, I'm a huge AJ Styles fan, and I love the way that they brought him in, and I love the potential that they have now. Hey, I appreciate the call, 352.
You ever get the belt?
I have no idea if they're going to give him a belt, but we'll see what happens. I appreciate the call, though, buddy. Take it easy.
All right.
815, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? All right. Nice. Jesus Christ. Maybe one day he'll actually answer. Who fucking knows? Ed Rage Hardy, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Dave. Oh, my goodness.
You sound excited.
Well, and in pain.
Yeah, I feel you there, buddy.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if this is interesting, but
I'm all ears.
I got excited when Triple H fucking eliminated Roman.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a crotch chop with him, and I accidentally hit my balls.
That's called masturbation in my house, but to each his own.
Come on, it was a crotch chop.
Yeah, well, I like to smack my balls when I do my thing. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
God, I don't like painful things.
What did you think of the night, Ed Rage?
Oh God, it was fantastic. It was simply fantastic. I just want to get straight to that Rumble match. First of all, I'm so happy I recorded all my reactions because when number 3 came, AJ fucking Styles. Yep. Holy shit! I was wearing a fedora. My fedora went somewhere else.
All right, on that note, I'm throwing you over the top rope just for wearing a fedora. A fedora. Who does that? Hipsters. Fedora gets you thrown over the top rope. I think I'm justified in that. Jordan Turner, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Tommy, are you still doing well?
Rumble. What do you think?
I was asking Tommy if he's still doing well, but I think he died. He might have died. All right, what do you got, Jordan? Because Tommy died.
I thought the Royal Rumble was okay tonight.
Yeah. I liked it.
I mean, it was a lot.
For me, it was more than okay. I really did enjoy it tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I already knew that Triple H was going to win, so when he won, I really wasn't surprised.
I think they did a good job of teasing other outcomes. I feel they did.
Yeah.
They did do a good job of there. They used some good moments from other Royal Rumbles to kind of build this, and it was done well. I was not expecting the huge pop for Triple H. I thought that really helped because that could have really killed the entire flow of the night. So I was really happy that it happened that way.
when he got that popped, because my brothers were in the ring, and then they said like, "Wow, Triplet's got that big pop," and I was shocked too. I didn't know.
Why were you there? Were your brothers there?
No. We were in a room together with us and our
in a
family
room.
and stuff.
Okay,
So
gotcha. In a room, gotcha.
yeah, I wish you were there. I mean, AJ Styles came out, and I was really happy. It was really cool seeing him.
Yeah, I did too. I loved seeing him. It was really nice. It was a good moment. It was a really good moment.
Yeah, it really was.
What else you got for me, man?
The Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens match was really great. I loved it.
Yeah, it was. For me, I think it's my favorite match of the entire night. I thought it was
slow start though. It wasn't crazy.
They came out firing. I didn't see a slow start.
They
came out fucking punch each other over the head. And in 2
I really
minutes,
would
they go
rather
over the announce table.
look. They finished off great. It started getting good, especially at the height, the "I hate you" moment. I was sold, but I guess you see two guys like that. I really would like to see them actually wrestle instead of doing a last man standing.
Man standing match. You're not going to get chain wrestling,
Yeah, I would have liked to seen that.
That's true.
They've had those matches where they've had the build-up matches where they've just wrestled each other and all of that. This was an end of the feud match, and so I knew it was going to be a high spot match, and it's what it was. And I had no problem with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted a 5-star wrestling match.
You want to drop toe holds, huh?
I wanted something fast-paced with a lot of moves, to be honest with you, in a big finish. That's what I wanted.
Jordan, what's your rating for the night, Jordan?
I'm going to give it a 6.
Well, that's a little... Okay, to each his own, buddy. I appreciate the call, man.
I appreciate it, man. You guys take care now, and have a good night.
You too, man.
You too.
Joining us now, the Germinator. What's going on, Germ? You're live dead on Dave and Tommy C.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Tommy.
A little bit of a reunion.
Yeah, kind of. I'm very happy tonight. I mean, it was a very great show. I mean, it was a long time since I saw a show like that.
And I find it interesting that once again, we had a show with terrible build that turned into a really, really good pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be good for the build-up for the WrestleMania. It's my point of view.
To be good, but I think Mania itself can be really good. I have no delusions that the build could be fucking awful like we've been seeing. But now I have hope that the actual event could be good.
I hope, because I mean, for me, I think I talk about the build-up as soon as I saw AJ Styles, Kevin Owens with Sami Zayn. I mean, that was epic. I mean, for me, it was like, oh, wow, that's a moment.
It was a good moment.
And I loved it. And it's kind of logic, I think, that Owens will throw over the top rope AJ Styles. I mean, who else?
It was
a smart move. It
was a smart move.
I think it was a smart move. And after that, same thing with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I mean, wow, I thought it really was a smart move.
Yeah, I thought both eliminated because those are two guys that could have potentially derailed the show as far as how they got eliminated, both Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, but they handled both the eliminations perfectly, and it worked. It worked really well.
Yeah, and after that, I was like, I was afraid they sold the Roman Reigns, coming of all the obstacle, and I was, oh man, really, he's gonna coming back and won after all the family is gone and Brock Lesnar. I was like,
man. They did the
I was
same
like,
spot
oh,
99.
no.
Austin gets taken out, leaves for a majority of the match. Reigns gets taken out, leaves for a majority of the match. And you know what they have in common? Neither one of them won the Rumble. Neither one of them. So, of course, Reigns loses a little bit more, but in 99, McMahon won the fucking Rumble. So really, what was worse? And 99 is one of my least favorite Rumbles of all time. I hate that.
It was terrible.
Hate that Rumble.
But
it worked. So
yeah, tonight worked. I mean, Triple H is a wrestler, so I mean that's awesome, and it was the surprise.
The game, Jermaine. He is the fucking game. I love
it. It's like I saw we heard the song. I was like, oh yeah, and I mean, we thought perhaps John Cena or perhaps The Undertaker or
I definitely
but
did
the
not
surprise.
think John Cena. John Cena's Superman, but he's not that super. He can't do it with one arm.
I don't miss him.
Of course not.
Here's the shocking thing. I don't miss the guy.
I think you're not alone in that.
No, what do you mean?
I don't miss it, but I I think I miss Seth Rollins. It's
I miss
strange,
Seth
huh?
Rollins.
But
I do miss
I
Seth
miss
Rollins.
that. I miss that too.
I miss Cesaro.
Yeah.
I miss Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I miss Cesaro too. So you see, I think WrestleMania has a potential.
Oh, fuck
I hope
yeah.
they're gonna build on that.
Well, and they even have more guys coming in too. Look, I think tomorrow night's Raw is a can't miss Raw because we got some ending to some tag team stuff. So I think we're gonna get a new tag team out tomorrow night. Maybe Enzo and Cass. Maybe they're the next people who take on the New Day. Which fuck me in the beard. That'd be awesome. But I think that there's a lot of potential coming over the next 4 or 5 weeks. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be making his debut. That's going to be sick. How are they going to do that? How are they going to handle that? That's what I want to know. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think that we have a really, really nice potential of a great WrestleMania 32, 100,000 people, Jerry World. It should be pretty damn amazing.
Yeah.
What's your rating, Jermaine?
Yeah, just for a finish, sorry, Tommy, but I had one surprise. We didn't hear anything about the Bullet Club. I was surprised about that.
Oh, they don't own the name.
Yeah.
They don't own the name, so I don't think that's a surprise at all. They don't own the name. They can't do anything with it.
Or they keep it for the next
look.
Oh, well, see, that was the thing. AJ Styles' look tonight, his music, very Bullet Club-esque.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Except he wasn't in black. I mean, that's the only thing. But other than that, I mean, he still looked like the AJ Styles who was just the leader of the Bullet Club. We know Anderson and Doc Gallows are coming as well, and they are teasing full-on Bullet Club invasion. We'll see, man. There's a lot of options. Finn Balor's an X factor here. We'll see what they decide to do with him. Do they?
I'm pumped up, man, for the road to WrestleMania. I'm really, really pumped up.
Me too.
The show
rating
worked
tonight,
for
Jermaine.
me to pump it.
Rating.
Yeah.
What's your rating, buddy?
Oh, rating, sorry. 8 out of 10, easily. I was entertained. Like you said, I was really, really completely entertained.
Well, I'm glad you dug it, and I'm glad you hung out here with us for a few minutes, man. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy, buddy.
I got something to say. You know, you said something before that really caught my ear. It's we've seen a lot of good pay-per-views with bad builds. Do you think the reason for that is when they have a bad build, they don't know exactly what they're doing, and maybe they let these guys go out there and work rather than having to micromanage absolutely everything. You know, they have a bad build, they go, all right, guys, do whatever. And then something cool happens and something interesting happens. Whereas when they try to micromanage we get, I don't know, Batista, winning the Royal Rumble in 2014 and the Reigns winning in 2015. I wonder about that. It's just something to keep in mind. I'm not trying to be a tinfoil dick.
I think you're 100% right. I think it's
just
pretty
a
damn
thought.
common knowledge that when you take restraints off of guys, you can really, really see some great stuff. And I think we saw some restraints taken off of some guys tonight. And that's a good thing.
We talked about this before, but I don't know if I've ever talked about this here. If you read Mick Foley's first book, he says almost the entire Attitude Era came when Vince McMahon seemed to be thinking about selling the company because he felt defeated by WCW, and that was the chance for Steve Austin and him to say, well, we did these characters in ECW, and his reaction was, do what you want because we're probably not going to be in business in a few weeks, and that ushered in the Attitude Era. Now that's Mick Foley's side of the story. I'm sure Vince McMahon has a different one.
Mick Foley's rather truthful when it comes to things like that. And
I think that's it. He felt desperate. He felt defeated, and so why don't we try a variation of what's going on in on the East Coast with ECW, and of course it ushered in a new era. It does seem like after the Rock and Wrestling era was over, they tried to micromanage it, and we got some interesting. We had Diesel and Bret Hart and some interesting stuff, but it was never the same as it was when the leash was off in the late 90s.
It's always about rolling with the time period. And the reason why the Attitude Era worked, it's not only because the leash was off, it's not only because we had some really great talent, it's because the audience was looking for this. It's what they wanted at the time. It almost felt like the 90s, the late 90s kind of had the 60s vibe where rebellion was in the air and people were telling people to shove it and all this stuff and suck it and eat shit and want to beat your boss up, and blue collar comedy crew was huge. All this stuff was going on. So
Yeah,
it was an audience that was receptive to it. Now we got a bunch of
But
fucking
don't you
pussies.
get the feeling sometimes, like especially with the Daniel Bryan thing 2 years ago, that they instead of what giving the audience what they hunger for, at least a live show audience, which me and you know is a very different thing from from people that are buying toys and shirts and merch. Do you feel like they almost actively avoid that sometimes? Even so, tonight giving us a tease with Ambrose, that they almost fight what their audience wants, which is bizarre.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with social media and like the spoilers and the SMARC community and all of that, because
it's a lot bigger than it was.
It's tough. It's not an easy thing, because do you listen to your money, which is doing as well now as it has, in a long time, or do you listen to the old school hardcore wrestling base that made you the most money in wrestling history 20 years ago? So there's always this balance of where you should go, and I think WWE usually achieves a pretty good balance. Usually. No.
I think we have serious disagreements there, but
let's take another call.
That's for another time.
Let's take another call. I don't know what. I don't think there was anything wrong with what I just said. So eat me.
No, I didn't think wrong, but it's serious. I don't think they do a very good.
They balance. There's something for everybody
tonight.
Most nights.
You said it yourself.
There's something for everybody.
They made the most money by gambling, and now we're balancing. And I would say balancing is another word for micromanagement.
I don't know if that's because look.
And we get varied results. We get varied results now. Where we got more
every other federation that acquiesces exactly to that hardcore fucking that vibe that we had in the late '90s and the Attitude Era, they're not drawn.
I want to talk.
They're not making money.
Well, I'm not saying going to the Attitude Era. I don't think putting Daniel Bryan over was a very Attitude Era-esque thing to do. But it's what the fans wanted, and they seem to fight it, and they seem to fight.
They did put him over though. Look,
eventually
over
after they saw what a disaster.
Here's the thing. That's perception. We don't know if that's reality. The Road Dogg did a really good interview lately where he said the very exact same thing. Everybody perceives that we hated Daniel Bryan and things like that. We don't know if that's the case. Maybe they stretched out the build too long, and then it turned out the motherfucker can't stay healthy anyway. So it's
Well, I mean, there's some truth in that, but I mean, they put Batista over. I mean, how did they not see a negative reaction to that?
Who is a draw? The guy has drawn money consistently. I mean, that's the thing. Cappuccino 80 donated $5. I thought Balor would confront AJ Styles at the Rumble. Also, is the Styles Clash banned from WWE? I don't know.
Yeah, they kept teasing it. They kept totally teasing it the whole show.
Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that, Cappuccino. 239, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Hey, what's up, buddy? First of all, Attitude Era is dead. We'll never see that again. We'll never see anything like it. But,
very dead.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I just want to make that clear. I'm not saying bring back the Attitude Era. I'm saying take off the leashes and give the fans, at least the live audience, what they want.
Agreed.
Yeah, and bringing back the Attitude Era is dumb.
No, because we have a bunch of pussy-ass fucking audience members who won't accept it.
No, that's probably true.
I
mean, as far as...
I don't think they'll ever go down that route again. I think they're kind of stuck to this PG shit, so we're kind of stuck with, the comical.
See, I'm not talking about
again.
But I'm not talking about just with titties and lingerie matches or some gross Vince Russo shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about giving what's non-PG about putting Ambrose over tonight. That's what I'm saying.
Oh well, yeah. Well, see, they need to do more shocks because it's all the same. It's all so predictable, man. I mean, yeah.
Agree.
We didn't think
then we're on the same page, dude.
It was coming.
There's absolute predictability, and that is a problem.
Yeah, that's we're on the we agree more than you think because that's what I'm saying. Give me more shocks. I'm not saying give me the Attitude Era. I don't want to freaking see the whole train. I don't want to see any of that stuff.
Right.
But throw me a fucking curveball from time to time. And I think one of the reasons the show kind of worked tonight, and I'm not saying it was perfect, is because we got a few curveballs.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
We saw in
I'm happy with the Rumble. I enjoy.
Go ahead.
I enjoyed the hell out of the Rumble. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the hell out of the Rumble. I think it's going to be great to see Lesnar and Wyatt. I've been waiting for that for a while, so I'd like to hear what you think about that. And Triple H winning, fuck it. I'm happy with it, man. I'd rather have that than have Reigns win and look like the top guy when nobody wants it anyway. So fuck it. Give it to H. Let him do some weird heel shit, and they'll fight at Mania, whatever.
I think that there is a good possibility there's options here. There are a lot of options they can do. I don't know if Triple H is going to hold it till Mania. More than likely he will. And maybe something good can come out of this. I don't want to see Reigns and Triple H. I really, really Fucking
Oh God, no!
God save me from that match. But we might see it. It's going to be pretty interesting. That's what I like about tomorrow night. Once again, I can't miss Raw because tonight left me with questions, and I like that because I had questions going into the night. It was the hardest predicting show I've ever had to do. I really wasn't sure. I had like a million different ways I wanted to go with it, and but at the end of the day, I'm really happy with it. So there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm actually very happy. They fucked up last year, but this year was good. And to end the night, I'm more than happy with Lesnar going against Wyatt. I'm extremely pumped for that. I've wanted that for years, and I hope they'll do that well. But knowing wrestling, they'll probably fuck it up and make it awful.
You think like me?
Yeah,
you guys should do the cynical wrestling program.
I hope for the best.
What's your rating for tonight, man?
You know what? I mean, the rest of the card was awful. The last thing's fan. I'm going to give it a 7.5. How's that?
That's fair. Yeah, I appreciate the call tonight, man.
Yeah, hey, by the way, you're a fat piece of
I
shit.
knew it was
Come on,
coming.
buddy. No, you
Go
stupid
back and watch the
motherfucker.
tape. Go back and watch the tape, my bitch boy. You can see me.
You didn't know anything.
You can see me giving you the come bring it sign. I did it 3 different times. I knew it was coming, you little cum dumpster, and I appreciate you sucking my dick. Thanks for giving me an entertaining segment, too.
Flabby guy. Who's this guy, your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
my boyfriend.
You guys fuck?
He's hotter than your boyfriend.
Tell me about it, dude. I want to hear how big his dick is.
He's hotter than your boyfriend.
It is big.
You couldn't pull a Tommy C. You couldn't pull a Tommy
Dave,
C.
when's the last time you saw
You'd be hard pressed to pull a Tommy C.
What's
You
that?
chud. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'd be proud if you were my man. Fuck that shit.
Okay, come here.
3 different times throughout that, I did the come bring it thing. I knew it was coming. He did what I told him to do because I've been telling him to do this for weeks. I say, you take your time, talk about wrestling for like 10 minutes, and then hit me with it. It'll be hysterical. Unfortunately, the guy's just not.
You didn't even know. You didn't even know. You didn't even know it was me. You didn't even know. And he actually was a good caller.
Yeah, he was. Too bad he sucks when he tries to be funny.
Yeah, I know. He
What
probably
a
should
shame.
just be. He should be just a very wrestling nerd that he is. That he's pretending he's not. He's better.
Pittsburgh boys
He's better
called
at
me
being
from
a
2
wrestling
different numbers.
dork. You're a wrestling dork. Stick with it. Go with your strength.
Dude, Pittsburgh boys calling me from 2 different numbers. It's hysterical. I'm not taking this call
Yeah.
again. Fuck him.
What is he gonna say? Roman should have won.
I
changed
love
my mind?
Reigns. That's what he'll say.
Yeah. Okay.
I was trying to take another call, but he left.
Oh.
He left. I don't know. I was
Yeah,
trying to take a
fine.
Kenny call. Let's fuck this. All right. Sod Villa, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. I'm going to let Tommy take this because I don't want to deal with you, Sod. So talk to Tommy.
What's up, Sod?
What's up, man? I was just, I love Triple H before I start, but does this guy know what passing the torch is? Like, is he that?
No,
skull
he's
that
in charge.
passed the-
He is the torch.
I was waiting for the Triple H buries everybody bullshit.
Yeah.
What did he do
Hey,
that's
that's
so
what he
goddamn
does, man.
bad?
He's
He's
40
just- he's
fucking
in his
some years old. He
mid-40s.
won the
No one
title
wants to see
14
him.
times and he doesn't need it. Other
Nothing-
than that,
hey,
it was perfect.
He feels like this is a pass the torch moment. That's what he feels
Yeah,
like
back
he's
to
doing.
Triple H.
No. He feels like he's going to be able to pass the torch to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's Vince's plan. That's what's happening here. This is not just, let's put it on Triple H because he needs the ego boost. We're talking about a guy who is fucking running the best wrestling organization in the world in TNA.
He fucking
or
buried
NXT.
Sting. He buried Sting.
Oh, he didn't bury Sting. Vince buried Sting. Let's
I'm
get
breaking up
over
with
it.
you, Dave. This is my new boyfriend.
Let's get
Very
over it, Sod. Get over it. Sting didn't win. Guess what? WCW
It
didn't
was
win,
so good
and
for
Vince has
business,
his
too.
toys and can do what he wants.
Yeah.
Hey, for a
That-
second
that-
there, I
that's
thought,
great.
Too long of a
Oh,
pause. Hanging up on you.
Yeah,
Kenny,
they usually get like 20.
I'm being mean tonight. Kenny, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy. See what you got.
Let that guy call back.
Hey, can you? All right, Dave, what's up?
I can't put Sod back on. He's horrible.
He's fucking amazing.
Oh, he's horrible. He's the worst.
I like
You can have him. You want him? Take him. You can have him.
All
Take
right,
him with
watch
you.
my Raw review.
You can have him. Kenny, what you got for us, buddy?
I just want to talk about the Rumble. Did you enjoy the Rumble?
I did. I've been talking about it for an hour and 11 minutes saying how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Were you disappointed about how, like, well, I mean, did you expect more people to come out, like more surprise entrances?
No, because of the title being on the line. You know, the title being on the line. I figured there was going to be a lot of legend stuff. I think the surprises that we got were effective, and the match was booked really well. So I was happy with it.
Oh man, when Luke Harper, did you think that Luke Harper was gonna, any chance? Did you think he was gonna be like last at all, or like, do you see Luke Harper getting a push anywhere? Because when I'm watching, he's been getting like a lot of pinfalls and a lot of like big hits on some main card people like Roman, Lesnar and stuff like that. But that could feel
He's
a
my
Bray
dark
Wyatt
horse
thing.
to be taking on the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Luke Harper is my dark horse.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna book? Because I see a whole bunch of people. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I see a whole bunch of people in the chat talking about like Triple H and Undertaker at Mania.
No, I think
Do you
that's
think?
trolling.
Do you think?
I think that's trolling.
Oh.
Oh, God,
Do you think that's the
Undertaker
best chance
wins
of
the
getting it?
title at WrestleMania. I just called
Could be
it.
a
There it
triple
is.
threat with Reigns and
Taker,
Baker
50 years old,
Taker.
winning the title. That's what's going to happen in
Yeah.
Texas. Oh, my God. Then he retires the next night. Oh, my God. I think I just figured it out. Someone send us to WWE. Let them know I've got them figured out. Because they feel like The Undertaker is the greatest. He's the consummate WWE guy. He is their guy. So why not give him something special? That's how their mind is probably working. Let's give him something no one's ever gotten. So Triple H is the champion now. Maybe they are saying, fuck off, Roman. Maybe that's exactly what they're doing. Triple H, Undertaker. Undertaker wins, retires the belt the next night, hold shebang bang. Resets
no idea
wrestling
how much I don't
the
wanna
next
see
night.
that.
I just figured it out. Oh, my God.
Awful. Awful match.
It's
You have
awful.
young guys in there that could use suck.
It's going to be interesting. Kenny, what
No,
else you
it
got
is.
for me, buddy?
Who do you think is going to be the person to face Undertaker? Because there's been a whole bunch of Finn Balor and stuff like that.
I
And
think
Wyatt
it's
again,
going
but
to be Luke Harper. I do. I think it's going to be Luke Harper.
you really think Harper?
I do. I do.
Oh, man.
I would have thought more of that had Bray Wyatt won tonight. I would have been a little bit heavier on this because I thought maybe there was going to be something really big for the Wyatts. Now this is a little bit of a cold water on that, but I think Luke Harper has a chance to be that guy, mainly because I can't really think of anyone else. I mean, Finn Balor, some people are like, the Demon versus the Demon. I don't give a fuck about that. The Undertaker can't go with Finn Balor, okay? Finn Balor will embarrass The Undertaker. I don't want to see that. Luke
What's he
Harper,
Undertaker and Kofi Kingston?
do I think Finn Balor could carry The Undertaker?
Yeah.
No, he's too small. The styles are way too different. He's too small. He can't. There's no way. The Undertaker is decrepit. You can't.
I want to
Yeah,
see
all he has to do is
Kalisto
punch
and
him
the
and stuff, I think.
Undertaker.
What's that, Tommy?
I want to see Kalisto and the Undertaker.
Kalisto and The Undertaker. Book it. Book it.
Oh man, you gotta see the Yoshi Tonic with Kalisto and he busted his face on the ground.
Alberto Del Rio and The Undertaker in the Someone Get Me a Pillow match.
Hey, Dave! Triple H versus the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels for the WWC World Heavy Hardcore Champ match. Everyone leaves forever match. That's Isaac the Radical.
I think that's Isaac A, not Isaac the Radical.
Oh, that's the same guy.
No, it's a different Isaac.
Isaac, everybody leaves forever match. I book it, sir.
Get,
I like
get him out of
that.
here.
Everyone
Kenny,
leaves
what's your
forever
rating?
match.
A 7 probably, 7 or 6.
All right. Hey, I appreciate the call tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Take it easy. Scotty Davenport, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
John Cena versus the Undertaker.
John Cena versus the
I'm gonna get it going.
Sean Waltman versus The Undertaker.
Sean Waltman versus the Undertaker.
Balls Mahoney versus The Undertaker.
Balls Mahoney. Big E versus the Undertaker.
Coco Beware's Dead Parrot against The Undertaker.
Yeah, did you hear Coco's Beware? That was going to be a joke. I made that up, by the
Oh,
way.
you made that up?
Yeah, I did. I was hoping to see where'd you get that from, and I was going to continue the line of joking that I can't talk about now. No, DR gave it to me. That's what I was going to do, but you never responded to it. You never said, "Oh, where'd you hear it? I can't find it." And all my fucking copious amount of bookmarks on God.
I have one bookmark, you dick. And you wanted my bookmarks, so fuck you.
Copies of bookmarks. I can't see the Frank. I was hoping you were going to call me out and say, Frankie's not dead.
Oh,
You
no,
know?
all I would have said was I haven't read that yet. That's all I would have said.
Well, I'm just
'Cause
hoping
I don't know
it'd
if
be a
it's
little
true or not. Maybe,
Yeah, well,
maybe
I
you
made
have
it up.
sources.
Of course it's not true. I made it
You
up.
have sources.
God versus the Undertaker. I'm fucking. God never puts anybody over though.
I think that's happening anyway, naturally, isn't it?
Roman
Kevin
versus-
Nash versus the Undertaker. Book that shit.
Chris Benoit versus the Undertaker.
I hate those Eddie Guerrero versus the Undertaker type deals. So fucked up. Scotty, are you there?
Jimmy Wang.
He's gone. Scotty has not been able to get his shit together all night. Been trying. I don't know.
It's real talk in there. He's so drunk and shit in New Orleans all the time. He's like,
New
who
Orleans
won?
on Bourbon Street.
Won a Rumble? Who cares,
718,
man?
You're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
What's up, Dave? I have one more thing to say. I was reading through an article saying Jeff Hardy would be back in the WWE in like February, March. Do you know anything about it?
Haven't read about it yet. Haven't heard about it. I know his contract is coming up, but I have no idea. With Matt Hardy being the champion, I've heard that he's re-signed. I don't know if that's the case. I don't see one going without the other, but at this point, Jeff Hardy being 38, 39, anything's possible.
Yeah, whoever said Chris Benoit, that's funny tonight because honestly, they were talking about number one winning the Royal Rumble. And
Oh
they didn't
yeah, I
mention
thought the
his
same
name.
thing, dude.
Yeah,
I thought the same thing.
They don't acknowledge that.
They give you. That was so funny you mentioned that because they were giving like all the stats. Only 8 Hall of Famers have actually won the Royal Rumble, and I'm like, well, why don't they tell you the 2 guys that went from 1 to 29? Oh, that's right.
They only can give you Shawn Michaels.
They didn't tell you that one. Yeah,
Well, no, they
don't
do
say
say when they
Benoit
do the
because-
numbers, they will
because he
say
voted.
they will actually say because I've seen it in the package. Only 2 men in history have ever gone from 1 to 30. They just don't say the names.
Yeah,
They
one
said
of them
Rey
was Shawn
Mysterio.
Michaels.
What's 718?
They said it was Rey Mysterio, and then they never said Benoit.
Well, no, they say Rey Mysterio did go number 2 in 2006. That was not the Benoit Rumble. Benoit did it a couple of years before that. Mysterio went from 2
WrestleMania
to
20.
30 when he eliminated Randy Orton in one of my least favorite Rumbles of all fucking time. Rey Mysterio, he's a World Heavyweight Champion. Get the fuck out of here.
Really?
Remember when?
Because I could beat up Rey Mysterio.
You could.
Remember when
I
he won
could
the
beat up Rey
championship?
I stood next to
Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. I'm a lot taller than
Remember
him.
when
I can beat
Mysterio
you
won
up
the
though.
championship?
I'll fight you
You could beat me up.
if I catch
Mysterio
you.
won the
I
championship.
beat you with your
remember?
cane.
If I could catch you, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's true. But then I take your cane away from you and trip you.
All right, 718, you talk too much. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
You already
whatever,
called earlier, so I don't feel bad.
Oh, you fucking dick. Yeah, you got that right. You tuned in the right. You got your radio in the right spot.
Why someone called you out for being a dick? I was like, how long have they been here? Why did it take them so long to
Yeah,
figure that shit
you're a
out?
real cock. You're a cock. Yeah, you should listen to my fucking channel.
917, you're raping your microphone. What do you got?
That's great. Hey, how you doing?
That's great.
How you doing?
What's up, man? What do you got?
I just want to know, when Triple H poured the water over his head, how come my balls got wet?
Because you have a weird fetish, my friend. You have a weird fetish.
Why are you guys so fucking...
Yeah. I don't even let you go because you're my bitch boy. I don't even let you go on.
That's pretty good, though. You got to give that one.
Why did my balls? Because you have fucking ball cancer.
I don't know. Why did I find that funny? I don't know. Why did your balls get
I
wet?
don't know, because you like people giving me grief.
Because you're
Matt
Paul.
J, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Dave, Tommy, what's up, guys?
What's up, partner?
Hey, what's happening?
Now, you know I'm going to talk about my boy Kevin Owens, so let's just get straight to it.
All
right.
Let's do it.
Him losing to Dean, fine with it. It didn't bother me at all. In fact, I think it was the right call. He doesn't need the title. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
So, but his performance in the Rumble, I was very disappointed with. Him eliminating Scott, yes. Him eliminating AJ was the best way to get AJ out because he got a ton of heat for it, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it was the right thing to do. But first of all, when Sammy came in, which by the way, I've been calling this for months now. I've been saying
Sammy
this
was
was
the
going to happen.
safest guy to put in there. It made a lot of sense to do that. I didn't think that they would target each other the way they did because I felt it was something that they could save. But you have been calling that they would go after each other, and they did.
I
Why
just don't
would
know
they?
how
They
they're
left-
gonna do it because
Of course they would.
I thought they
Why
were going to
wouldn't
hold
they?
it off. I really did mainly because they're not sure about Sammy's health. I'm like, why
Yeah.
tease it now and then have Sammy get hurt and then not be able to go through with it?
You know what it is? It's just like the NXT is not as distant from Raw as it used to be. So
That's
you
true.
almost have to keep these things going because let's face it, that's what's fresh in everybody's mind. And let's not forget, Sammy got an excellent pop last night, like a first class pop.
Oh, Sammy got a huge pop.
Yeah,
Sammy's
so
really
I mean,
beloved. I mean, and that's Orlando.
That's
too.
actually that was one of the highlights of the night. Now that I think about when Zayn and Owens are staring each other down.
Yeah, no, when they went right at each other, it was awesome. Yeah.
How much you want to bet that would be better than Bray versus Undertaker, or Zayn versus Owens?
Well, you could do both.
Or you could have them in a triple threat or fatal four way with the Undertaker.
Yeah, let's just call it. I'll shoot myself in the fucking head match. That'll be fun. What else you got, Matt J?
Here's my problem with the Zayn thing. I think the way Owens got eliminated was very underwhelming. I would have liked a haluva kick or something, but wouldn't it have made a lot more sense if they are going to do that match to have Owens come back and eliminate Sammy? Like he just walked to the back, and I was confused.
Well, I
didn't
think that
get
kind
it.
of speaks to my point. I'm not 100% sure that they're going to do that match for a lot of the reasons that I said. I think they used it for a spot in the Rumble. I also think that's a big reason why they had Owens eliminate AJ Styles, so that would be the bigger story, because you're right. It was an underwhelming elimination, and I think that's for a reason. I don't think they want to presume that they're going to have that match at Mania, mainly because Sami Zayn's not done in NXT. He's in the thick of things for the NXT title. So I don't know. That's my whole point, is I'm just not sure where they want to go with Sami yet. I think there's a lot of questions left. So that's why you have two major spots with Kevin Owens within minutes of each other, because you can go either way.
I don't know if they're going to go all three of them.
I hope not. I don't want to see all three.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the last thing I want. I mean, can we see a situation where Styles and Owens go in at each other, and maybe Zayn does a couple run-ins here and there, and then it just forces them to get another match that would, like at a pay-per-view, maybe past WrestleMania. I could go for that, but I do not. I hate triple threat matches. They suck.
I do too, and I don't think that this was necessarily a major debut for Sammy Night. I don't think that this is necessarily his debut. Like I said, he is still very, very, very in the thick of things for the next 2 months of tapings in NXT. So I don't think it meant that much. They just gave us a really good spot, and we saw it, and it was awesome. I think the AJ Kevin has a lot more validity. Now, that being said, tonight on Raw, if we see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, will I be shocked? No, not at all. It's just because they have the options because of the way they set it up.
Well, I mean,
what's your rating, Matt?
I didn't care for the undercard too much. Last man standing match, it was just a spot fest to me. I didn't really enjoy it.
The last man standing match.
I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of it.
You're like me, kid. You want to see him wrestle.
You want to see Kevin Owens. You want to see Kevin Owens wrestle with a guy who can't wrestle. So let's see some drop toe holds and.
I don't know. Fuck it. I mean, we've
seen those matches. They've had those matches.
I don't know. A good long one would have been nice. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Last man standing, destroy each other. And that's what they fucking did, and I loved it. I hate you. I hate you. I loved it.
I hate you.
Great storytelling.
Owens had it looked really uncomfortable too. The chair wrapped around his head. That was first class.
That was funny.
That was great.
Funny. And then Dean punched it.
That was perfect. Good stuff. I hate you. I hate you too.
That was great. I loved it. Brilliant. They have a good dynamic, and I could see that feud being for a world title someday.
Sure. No, it'd be really nice.
Matt, I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, see you, man.
Take it easy. I think I just
look. There's about them comrades. I saw Piper had a similar style to Ambrose. He wrestled guys like Bret Hart. He had some tech matches.
You got to remember. First, I think Piper is twice the athlete Dean Ambrose is as far as athlete goes.
That's probably true. Athlete,
Second,
though, but it's a similar style, though.
I don't know. One of the best technical fights you'll ever see, technical matches, is Bret Hart and goddamn and Roddy Piper. And leading up to that, Piper had great matches with Perfect. Piper had a really good early part of his career where he was a technical guy as well. And
he wasn't mostly a brawler, though. I guess he could just do it both.
He evolved or de-evolved into it, I guess you could say. But that's not a guy who's not a technical guy either. So I think he's more technical than Dean Ambrose at the very least. But then again, a fucking knife is more technical than Dean.
But you don't even know, like, in a situation where he could make Dean look good in a technical match. I mean, that's also a good part of being a technical wrestler is being able to make the other guy look good.
True.
I think Dean's good enough because he's definitely better than Roman.
Yeah, well, you're better than Roman.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd take you over Roman.
I can't do a Superman punch, I tell you that.
No, you can't do a Superman punch.
You know what I can do?
What?
I can jump off a rope and punch the fucking ground. I can
There
do
you
that
go.
as good as anybody. You know why? I saw the Matrix a few times. Apparently Roman did too.
Apparently. 540, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going.
So,
What'd you think of Raw?
One thing I do want to ask is Lesnar and Wyatt. You think it's going to happen at WrestleMania?
More than likely. Think that's the fourth time we've talked about that tonight? Lesnar Wyatt, more than likely. It seems like they've set it up to that way. There's other options they could go, but now they have a built-in thing with Brock, and it could be interesting. I'd like to see him.
I've got no interest in that match after what I saw.
He's going to destroy all four of them tomorrow on Monday. I'll tell you that.
He's going to destroy them all, and he's going to destroy. I mean, like, it's the reason I don't have an interest in the Lesnar Wyatt match because I know how it's going to go.
See, Lesnar's got to give the rub to somebody.
Eventually, I don't think they're ready to do it, man. People love watching that guy kick fucking ass, man. I don't even know if it's a good idea.
They do.
I mean, look, Bray needs a rub. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's another guy like Ambrose. He never gets that one big push that he needs. I mean, he's well pushed, but he doesn't get the big one. He's kind of like Ambrose in that area. But I mean, you see the reaction of the crowd when Brock's kicking ass and giving suplexes. You're like, should we stop this train? Is this like stopping Goldberg at WCW with the cattle prod? I mean, you got to wonder about that.
It's a little bit different of a situation. Brock is it's a little bit different, but I see where you're coming from.
I'm talking about just the crowd reaction. I'm not trying to say like there's a parallel.
He
between
can
Goldberg
lose and still be over. I mean, I don't think that nothing's.
That's true, but he's got to be screwed.
I don't know if he has to be. I don't know. It's a tough situation. They got him for 2 more years.
5 guys to throw him out of the ring.
By the time his contract is up, he's going to be 40. That'll be too long. I think this might be the perfect time to do it, but I don't know. I really don't. 540.
You're not comfortable with
you're not
comfortable with him jobbing either, then.
I give it about a 7.5 out of 10.
I know it's you, Pittsburgh. You know that, right?
Yes, I know, but there's one thing I do want to talk to you about.
Well, I don't want to talk to you. Dude, you've called me from 3 different numbers. I'm going to get a fucking restraining order
I called from my buddy's phone.
You want to?
Because I knew you wasn't my number, so I called from my buddy's phone.
Yeah, I know, but you called from 3 different numbers.
His phone from the crick.
Yeah, from my buddy's phone. Yeah.
Yes. You're obsessed.
No, because I do want to say something.
What do you want to say?
You always want to say something, Pittsburgh.
No.
Say something.
No, because you never respond back to me about something.
Oh, fuck. What? What, Pittsburgh? What?
You're like a woman.
You said before of how the Panthers played the Cardinals, they would get dominated. Look what happened in that fucking game.
Oh no, you mean football? Something actually happened that I thought wouldn't happen. Oh no, okay, Carolina fucking won.
Yeah, you're wrong about the Panthers.
Cam Newton fucking is the MVP.
You must be wrong about Roman Reigns too.
They did a great job, but I still don't like him, and you still want to suck Roman Reigns' balls.
No.
Yes.
I don't roll that way, bro.
Go masturbate to John Cena. I mean Roman Reigns. Have a good night.
Go to your buddy at the crick.
You said that. You said Carolina wouldn't beat Arizona.
I know.
I did say that. I did say that, and I was. No, I'm not the Fonz. I don't have a problem with saying I'm wrong. I'm a fucking idiot.
He has the thickest Pennsylvania accent I've ever heard.
He's got the thickest penis accent is what he's got. 818, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C.
Yeah, how you doing, Dave? This is Dr. Jack Mehoff. I'm here calling to talk about your...
I like Dr. Jack.
Dr. Jack Mehoff, nice.
Dr. Mehoff.
815, you're live with Dead on Dave.
Yeah, Dead on Dave, first time caller, long-run listener.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
What you got?
Royal Rumble was good. The Royal Rumble match was good. That Kevin Owens match at the beginning was really awesome. Except for Kevin Owens didn't win. I see him with the Divas situation. I see them giving the title to Sasha Banks and then having Bayley Ship come up from NXT and do a match with those two at WrestleMania.
I think that that's a good possibility. I think that seeing Bayley in this situation, making a triple threat for WrestleMania makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Because I think they can do some historical stuff, kind of like they did down in NXT with the last.
That they could.
So Iron Woman match, do something like that at WrestleMania.
It'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm down with that. I would watch that match. I'd pay for it.
I would too.
Pay for it.
But it's just finally glad they're doing something else with the Divas instead of the Bella Twins and.
Oh, Nikki's coming back. Mrs. Cena will be back soon, I'm sure. So prepare for that. But as long as we don't get remote, then I'm happy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's your rating for tonight? 815.
I would say it was maybe an 8.
That's fair.
For a pay-per-view, it was way better than a lot of the crap we've been seeing on Monday nights.
I agree with that shit. I've taken shits that were better than Monday night.
Yeah, me too. I hope tomorrow night.
Tommy loved it.
Do a lot to
I liked it.
Tommy loved Monday. He loved Raw. He thought it was great.
Did you see my review?
It was the best Raw ever.
Really happy review. I had a big smile.
That was one of the worst Raws in months.
It was pretty bad.
Week.
Yeah, you're nuts.
But it's all right.
But hopefully tomorrow night's better.
I think it will be. I think it's a can't miss Raw. Should be a lot of fun.
Here's the thing: when somebody tosses, I don't mark down when somebody tosses a dude over somebody's head that's supposed to catch him. That actually that puts the Raw review up for me. So all you technically wrestling nerds are like, well, that's a botch, and that goes down 1 point in my
It
book.
was
I'm
so
laughing.
ugly, man.
It's funny.
He hit the ceiling for
all
Christ's sake.
All I care, because my Raw reviews, my Raw review, and all my reviews will be like this from now on. It is, was I entertained? That was it. And the way I see like execution and technical wrestling, it's a bonus. It's a cherry on top. If the whole match is a fucking botch, but it was fun to watch, you get a good rating from me.
I don't know.
I didn't even think the Kalisto Aldo Rio match was so
entertaining for
bad.
me.
Yeah.
Bowling shoe.
Well,
ugly.
he didn't do that right. He didn't execute the bulldog correctly. Who fucking cares?
Look, you can have really, really ugly matches that are very entertaining. I just don't feel we saw that Monday. That's all. Because I'm with you. It is about being entertained. I just wasn't, That's okay.
Well, all right, from an entertainment, but you didn't like when Jericho started going out, 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 out.
It was funny. But it wasn't enough to make me forget the rest of the awfulness of the show.
It made me forget because I don't know. I guess I want to forget.
It was too
Roman
early.
Reigns.
815. I appreciate the call, buddy.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Out, 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 out.
No.
Out, 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 out.
Let's bring in Gun Cannon. Gun Cannon, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got? Well, fuck you, you're dead.
Is this on? Out, 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 out,
203, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got? 203, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hello?
Hello, what you got?
Yeah, what's going on tonight, Dave? My favorite part of the show.
Let's get on with it. Come on.
Get on with what?
You come on.
You come on.
You come on.
I'll come on you. How about that?
Yes, exactly. We're gonna come on you. There you go.
You know what, man? I was gonna call. I was gonna tell you guys that I look up to you guys. And
No, you weren't.
Get the fuck out of here. Then you're an asshole. If that's true, you should be hung up on it. If you're telling the truth, we should hang up on you either way. What are you looking up us losers for?
Yeah,
You
really.
guys
We're fucking
you
like
guys are not. You guys are
watchdogs.
nothing but a couple of bullies, and you're mean.
Yes.
I don't like you guys. I don't like your attitude.
We're mean. That's
over
right.
there. Good luck, come over there. And you a noogie. You want a noogie?
You want an Indian burn?
You want an atomic licky, bub?
You want an
I'm
Indian
calling
burn?
my mother on you, and you're not having dessert. Which is something you could probably lay off of you fat.
I'm gonna give you a wet willy.
I'll give you a wet willy.
I'm gonna call your fucking mother.
What do you call? What do you cry about Corona not liking you anymore? You fat fuck with your
Oh,
100
is
people
that what I
watching you
do?
work fat piece of shit.
Is that what I do?
So you blow your fat dome off.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Stupid Pittsburgh boys, your dumb throat callers, your little pedophile. You have kids calling the show. You fucking freak.
Oh, is that what we are? Oh, you're so cute. You got a
Making
very
fun of you.
foul
So fat,
mouth.
You're gonna break the chair. Get up.
You got a very foul
up already,
mouth.
fat fuck.
I'm
You're gonna
trying to
break
let
your
you
chair.
say
You have
anything of
another stroke.
interest. But you got nothing. But you're entertaining
Dave, where am
Tommy,
I?
so I'm leaving you on.
Yeah,
You're making Tommy
Dave, where am I?
giggle.
It's only because he's new, you know.
Oh, he's not new. This is the same fucking guy who called Cronin for a fucking year that made Cronin fucking break windows. It's the same fucking guy.
You're not gonna like. Yeah, listen. Yeah, sure.
It's
you're
the
not gonna
same
make us
cunt.
break anything. You're not gonna make us break anything. I mean, I don't know. We're well adjusted.
It's the it's the same guy.
And we have nothing to lose.
It's the same guy.
I don't have to. I mean, I don't have to like I can't.
Move on
I
from
can't
that
do it.
bitch.
Dave.
Matt
Almost did it.
Rundle, you're live with Dead on Dave. Your
Started the war.
perseverance pays off. Sorry it's taking so long to get to you. We've had a million calls tonight.
I almost restarted the war, Dave.
And that's why I moved on.
Yeah.
What you got, Matt?
Good morning, Dave and Tommy. How you guys doing? All right?
Better now. You're sunny and British. It's wonderful.
Really? Want some tea?
What do you got, Matt?
I really enjoyed the Rumble. I'm not going to go on too much. The bits I liked about it basically was inside the Rumble match. Aside from the match at the start, the Last Man Standing was fantastic.
I thought so too.
I liked it when Lesnar came in the ring and just dominated everybody like I knew he would. Basically, I said it about 3 weeks ago or whenever it was announced that Roman had to defend his title in the Rumble, that Triple H was winning. I knew it straight away.
I think it was kind of an obvious thing, and I'm a little disappointed they didn't go a little bit away from it because I think I was pretty sold that it was going to be Bray Wyatt at one point, but yeah, it became pretty clear as the night wore on that it was going to be Triple H.
Well, I could stick up for you just before the match started. You went back to Triple H.
I did go back to Triple H
just before the match started. Because okay, I think I'm back on Triple H.
I've had like 40 different scenarios, and based off how the night went, I was like, Triple H, he's winning this fucking thing.
Yeah, but it seemed to be like it was all over the internet, and basically, maybe if nobody in WWE saw it, I don't know if they did. But
Oh shit, I've left that Pittsburgh boy photo up this entire time.
That's okay.
Yes, I did. I was about to get to that, Dave, and I just wondered why is he left the photo? Right?
I didn't mean to.
Because we got mad at prank callers. We almost
Yes,
broke
that's right.
something over
We went into rage because we're
prank
little
callers
pussies.
threw us off.
We're bullies.
That is funny, Dave. I mean, it's if they're prank calling you, look at it this way. They've obviously got nothing better to do with their life and their time. Seriously.
Oh, he loves us.
That's funny. We have something in common.
Hey,
We
right?
got nothing better to do too, but stay up till fucking. Well, it's 5:37 in the morning for you, pal.
It's almost 7 in the morning, and we're talking about wrestling. How much damage can he do to us?
Hey, yeah, well, he's calling in. We call him a loser. It's kind of a wash.
It is.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
wash. One hand washes the other.
I mean, seriously, oh God, just get a life, seriously.
Nah, no.
Yeah.
I like that he calls in. He's my bitch.
No,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
We
He's my
really
bitch.
wouldn't. We won't break anything. I promise.
No,
You know?
I just find it really fucking funny. Seriously, I'm sat here just dying.
Well, what's your
That's-
rating for tonight? Because I'm
What's your
dying.
rating?
I want to get out of here. I'm tired.
8 out of 5, Dave. 8 out of 10. Sorry, what the fuck? I've been drinking.
Well, focus enough to give me the rating, Rundle.
I'm sorry. I'm glad the Irish girl won.
8 out of 10.
8. All right. I appreciate that, Rundle. Go sleep it off, buddy.
Thanks.
Take it easy. I got some really good limey callers, man.
Oh, that's terrible. You can't call them limeys. That's like
Yeah,
racist.
you can call people limeys. That's okay.
Can? Yeah, they're white.
Yeah, I think
Fuck.
that's fair.
Hey, right. Fuck off, you limey.
You limey. 615. You're
But
live
don't
dead
you
on
dare
Dave.
say Mick in my presence, pal.
Yeah, I won't call you a Mick. Don't worry about that. 615. What you got? Hello, 615. What you got? All right, that's it.
Yeah, I keep talking. Let me take him next.
Gun Cannon. You're live with Dead on Dave and Tommy C. What you got?
Well, it wasn't too horrible, was it?
Holy fuck, someone can talk. It's amazing.
No, I kept getting your voice message.
No, not just you. I wasn't just
Yeah,
saying you.
he has a Twitch channel. He can handle
Other
this.
people, buddy. What'd you think
Oh, I
about
was
tonight,
gonna-
pal?
I don't think it was bad. I mean, the U.S. match could have been completely reworked. I mean, the
how
end
about
result
not
was the
done?
end result. Well, that's
They
true
could have
too.
not done it.
Yeah, they could have just handed the belt to Kalisto. I would have felt better that way.
That would have been a better outcome.
The Intercontinental match was fantastic.
Loved
I
it.
thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought it was done very well. The Rumble, all those people bitching about the fact that AJ Styles came out at 3. Look,
It worked.
You're talking about it. So
It
guess
worked.
what? It
I have
did.
not heard anyone complain. I have not seen anyone complain.
No,
about it.
there was like a guys that are itchy, like a lot of AJ fans who were early in the show. They were like itchy about it, like it could have been done this. Like they want, like, all right, no, he can't have the belt yet. Okay, you got to give him a little time in the WWE.
Because that's what Vince is gonna do. This is exactly what Vince is gonna do. He's gonna take a guy that he fired from Velocity and Heat, who went over to fucking TNA, became a star there, went over to Japan, became a star there, and what he's gonna do on his first night is not only
Put the
have him in
belt
the
on.
Rumble, but win the belt. That's what he's gonna do. That sounds like Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he only does that with people he wants to tank, like Alberto Del Rio.
That's right. Alberto only got the goddamn belt off of Cena because out of desperation.
Yeah. No, that's true too.
Dason Kinsey says, "Do I have to donate to call in?" No, you can call in.
Yes.
Donating is nice, but you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You know, I've taken a lot of calls tonight, man. I've taken a lot of calls, and I've only gotten one fucking donation. So by that logic, I got ripped off.
Yeah.
Oh, I was also going to say, hey, I know a good lawyer that can get you some sort of restraining order against people from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I might need one. Pittsburgh is starting to scare me. He might be in my fucking
You
closet.
don't even have a show. You got to keep that guy in.
Scares me.
Just listen for heavy breathing in Roman Reigns' theme song.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What,
I got a
is
message
that
for you
the
after-
or is that the thump of him whacking it? I don't know. It's fucking bad. It's bad.
I got a
timing.
message for you.
Scares me.
Dave. It's Tommy, get Dave to take Derp 22 phone call. He's from the XLT chat. So after
what's his number?
I don't know, Derp 22 phone
I have
call.
not seen a derp.
All right. Well, Derp. And make it
You gotta
happen.
get what is his three? What is his 3 numbers in the area code start with? You telling me that?
Fuck that. I know. I'm just trying to.
No. I'm telling the crowd. I'm not yelling at you. I'm telling the audience. If someone could tell us what the first 3 are, let's take the see if it is. Gun Cannon, I appreciate the call, buddy.
Not a problem. Have a good night.
917, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, Dave.
Oh, yeah. 201, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Do you remember the old days when that would happen and then we were scared? We couldn't even laugh at it. We had to like hold our breath, when that stuff happened, and now we can like laugh and enjoy ourselves.
Now we just have a good time. What you got, 201?
What's going on, fellas, man? Pardon me, man. What's going on, man? First of all, this is Kakarabia. What's going on?
Kakarabia! What's up, Kaka?
Yeah,
What you got?
man. Wait. Before we start telling your wrestling, man, Tommy T, next time I call your show, when you kick me out like that, because I was talking about a washed up Jericho, I'm going to Stone Cold Stunner your ass, boy. And that's the bottom line.
Oh, okay.
And that's the bottom line, because
No,
Stone Cold
864, you wait. You wait, 864. You wait. You wait. Kakarabia, what else you got? Don't threaten Tommy.
Nah, I'm not, man. Raw was pretty. Y'all don't think of Raw. Royal Rumble was good, man. It was pretty lit. I liked how Triple H, like I said, and I told you he was gonna win.
You know, I
got 3 out of my
feel like
4
I don't
predictions.
want to like it, but I'm liking it more. I just like Triple H as champion. I like
Had
it.
so many bad Royal Rumbles
No,
in a row.
but listen. Vince McMahon, I called the hotline, and Mean Gene Oakland told me that Triple H is not gonna be the champion for that long. He's gonna vacate the belt. Remember that Royal Rumble that Mr. McMahon won the belt, and then he vacated it the next day on Raw?
Yep.
I know you remember shit like that.
I remember. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to happen, man. Triple
That's
H,
funny.
the champion, I think he's going to have a feud with somebody else. In my opinion.
You got to be
But
careful
he's
with
not
those
gonna be the
hotline
champion.
numbers, man. They're expensive.
Nah, man, the
I got
hotline-
my ass whooped. I got my ass whooped when I was 7 years old for calling the RoboCop hotline.
Did you really?
I did. I got my
What
ass.
did RoboCop tell you? Don't
He
do
was
drugs?
just like obey the law and stuff like that. Like it was me and my
Your
cousin
mom
Kristen.
got a $10 phone bill.
Oh my God! It was a $65 phone bill in like '94. No, it was when I was still in Chicago, so it was like '90, and my mom almost killed us. It was so funny. It was not good. It was like 7.
RoboCop was gonna say.
Kaka, you got anything else before I let you go, bud?
Yo, it happened to me too when I was young. The same thing, but I was ordering a music video. I was ordering Crisscross Jump. I ordered it like 80-something times. I just finished buying a new bike that same day. My mom saw the phone bill. She whipped my ass and took the bike back.
We're the same age then, man. We're around the same age then.
Yeah, man, it was up. Yeah, man, it was one of my teenage years, my young, lonely, depressing self, man.
Well, what are you gonna do, man? Crisscross, they make you want to jump.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
I don't blame
you.
you.
Popping, what? That shit was
I don't blame
popping.
you.
That sound real tough.
Makes your mom go to the welfare office too. Shit, man.
What's your rating for tonight, Kaka?
The rating for it's been a good Raw. It has been a good Royal Rumble. I haven't seen a good Royal Rumble in the last 5 years. I give that an 8.5 out of 10.
All right, man. I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, man. I don't know what the other caller was talking about. That Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio fight was whack. He's smoking crack.
It
that
was
a really good
whack.
match. And Kalisto is that future right now, man.
It was
Believe that.
whack. Orale perro.
I will agree with you initially. I hope it's
Nah.
over. I hope it's over.
Take it easy, buddy.
I didn't hate the match.
864. Is this Derp?
Yes, it is.
All right, what
Giraffe.
you got, Derp?
SSE Giraffe.
Everybody's been wanting to get you in here. What do you got, buddy?
All right. Well, all I gotta say is this Royal Rumble, after 3 years of torture, they finally pulled one off.
I agree.
It was just a damn good show. I liked every match, top to bottom. My least favorite, though, was definitely a tag team. My favorite match was the last man standing match. These two fucking killed it.
I didn't mind the tag team match. I liked that. I hated the U.S. title match. I tolerated the Diva title match, but
Oh, yeah.
it felt like a big pay-per-view tonight, though, didn't it? Didn't it have a big pay-per-view
Yeah.
feel, all the titles being defended
Definitely.
the way they were? I thought it had a big pay-per-view feel. We haven't had that in a
Yeah.
while.
Yep, it's been a long time. So I'm really happy that they delivered a good show.
You
I
sound
was glad
ecstatic.
to see AJ Styles come out.
Yeah.
I jumped off the ceiling. I was like flipping up and
Did
down.
you literally jump?
Yeah, I was jumped off my seat. I was like, yes, yes, yes. I had my
Smoke
AJ
weed,
Styles
dude?
shirt on and everything.
You smoke weed? You smoke
No.
weed? Why not?
I don't anymore.
Oh, anymore.
Yeah, well, what
It's
happened?
expensive.
Jumping off the ceiling too much?
It started hurting my body, so.
Oh, yeah? It's all right.
I have some lung problems and shit.
Oh, that's not
Do you?
good. All right, this is no longer funny. I don't want.
You like heroin? Like heroin?
No, it's all good.
No, now you have lung
Oh.
problems. I feel like bad.
Masturbate a lot?
That's
You
all
masturbate a
good.
lot?
But when I saw Roman Reigns leave, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna win.
You like old lady porn? Do you like old lady porn?
Why are you fucking
Oh my
with this
goodness.
guy, man? That's fucking great. Hey, I appreciate the call, 864. What's your rating for tonight?
Yeah, alright. It was an 8 out of
You like
10.
dude porn? You like the dick?
Oh.
You like the dude porn?
Take it easy. That's not the
Couldn't
same
take it,
troll,
ridiculous.
Tommy.
Oh, sorry.
I know you thought it was, but it's not. It's Drep, not Derp. Oh,
No,
thought
I
his
didn't think
name
it was.
Derp.
He talked too slow for me.
I thought his name was Derp.
That was Derp?
No, yeah, that was the guy in the chat, but apparently his
The
name
guy
was
was working
Drep.
so hard. Well, good job, Terry. You know,
His name was Drep, not Derp.
Derp.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
sorry.
Drep.
It's early for us, man. We gotta go to bed.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. You want to take off, man? I'll wrap this thing up.
Okay.
right, man.
All right, let me
Thanks
keep
for
a
hanging
big
out with me,
plug
buddy.
for myself. I got a better wrestling show than Dave.
No, that's not
Go to
true.
my channel. Look in the chat. Hold on a second, Dave. Here, on a second. Better.
No, it's fair.
wrestling
It's a
show
fair show.
than Dave. Sub here. That's what we'll do. There you go.
Yeah, I feel like you just exploited.
I forgot to write Dave. I'm so tired.
I
Hold
feel
on a
like you
second.
exploited me very hard here. I do nothing but plug you, and yet you still put the dick in me. What the fuck, dude? And
Oh,
it's
well, you
than
know.
Dave.
Probably not better than yours.
And
gonna
it's
be
better than Dave, not then Dave. You illiterate fuck.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I forgot to put. It's even funnier than the then. I didn't put the then. Tommy, read it. I'm getting lectured by the Terry, the snow Nazi queen. But snow grammar Nazi queen. No, it's even funny. I forgot to put you in the your name. A better wrestling show than Sub here.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Funnier.
Well, I think that's fair though. You're a better wrestling show than everybody.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's how good Tommy
Yeah,
is.
yeah. You read it, Terry. Hear that?
That's right.
All right,
That's
man.
right.
Take Take care,
yeah,
everybody.
Make sure you go
Have a
check out Tommy C over at Shot from the Point, man. We got all kinds of good shows coming this week. Oh, he left. I wasn't done with you, Tommy. But Tommy will be doing his thing all week over at Shot from the Point. I believe it's Jack Malay Monday. He'll be on In the Crease tonight, and then I'll be there the rest of the week. Make sure you guys go check him out. Shot from the Point, hockey, wrestling, and shock jock. Doesn't get much better than that. Thank you, Tommy, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. All right, I think we're going to wrap this thing up soon. I'll take a couple more calls. If there's a few more people who's been trying to get in, I will take the calls because I'll try to get everybody on. And what we've done 2 hours. So I hope you guys had a real fun night tonight. And I appreciate everyone hanging out. So let's take a couple more calls and we're going to get out of here. 615, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? Okay. 718, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Dave is the Reaper.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, there you go. Tried to get more people on. It was just more trolls. So that ends the night because I'm not going to just keep taking more troll phone calls all night. What fun is that? They're untalented. But you know what? We had a great night. I think the Royal Rumble was a rousing success. It was a good show. A lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. XLT Live Podcast, my good friend Tutal, my co-host for a lot of times. I saw him in the chat earlier. Make sure you guys go check out his review. I'm sure he did a fantastic job over there because he always does. He's fucking Tutal, dude. He's fucking Tutal. So go check him out. And we'll see you tomorrow night live right here after Monday Night Raw. And we got all kinds of great video game stuff coming on. You never know when I'm going to go play Pokemon. You never know. It could happen right now. I might decide after I get my daughter off to school, I might come back on and play Pokemon. Who the fuck knows? But thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Peace. Keep it copious, motherfuckers. Peace.